What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, coach of the Walking Meta Gyms, and welcome to week 4 of the SPDA Luxuryball division, where this week we're going to be taking on Raxos, coach of the Atlanta Dark Knight. Here are the teams. Plop! Very excited for this battle. It's going to be a very good one. We do not see Terra Entei here, thankfully, but we do see Terra Water Chestnut. So that's going to be very scary to go up against, but I think we have some good checks for it. We're going to see Grimmsnarl, we're going to see the Raikou, we're going to see Suicune, we're going to see Miss Magius, we're going to see Overclow, we're going to see Chestnut. Okay, no Garchomp. Also very glad not to see Corviknight. Corviknight is just an annoying Pokemon to deal with. We do not see Mesprit as well. I am very okay with that. So, this is a very interesting team that we're seeing here. I could definitely see a Grimmsnarl lead, and that makes me really want to lead Bite Bane! The Bite Bane! The Bite Bane! The Bite Bane! I could also lead the Walking Wake. Walking Wake here is actually a pretty solid lead as well. Being able to check pretty much anything and just going for a flip turn just to see what they want to do. Although I am scared of Thunderwave Prankster. I could actually low-key Magnesium is really good lead here, because the only thing that would want to switch in, I think, is Miss Magius. And actually, there's no hazard removal, so if I can get some spikes up, that's amazing. So that's what we're going to do. If we see a Grimmsnarl lead, that's perfect, because if they want to try to set up screens, I'm going to set up my spikes, and we're going to live happy lives. The happiest of lives. That's what we're going to do here. I'm very excited for this game. I'm bringing some pretty fun tech, which I'm very excited about. That involves Trick Room and Torkoal. So that's pretty cool. We're going to see Hugo. That is going to be Grimmsnarl, so that makes sense. We're going to send in Magnesium to Sandy Shocks, and we are immediately just going to set up spikes and call it a day. That's what we're going to do here. So we're going to set up our spikes. I do not care. This is a very easy play for me to make. They could Parting Shot here. If they do, that's fine. I have, like, control over... I basically have a lot of control with Sandy Shocks here. So we're going to see a Light Screen. That makes sense. We're going to set up our spikes, which is great. Being able to weaken everything that wants to try and switch in here is very nice. Let's see, Raikou outspeeds me and Miss Magius outspeeds me, which is good to know. The nice thing about the Raikou, though, is it's weak to my Earth powers. It could go for Scalds, but we can kind of work our way around that, I think. We can work our way around that. We do also have Defog on Talonflame as well for screens. So, although... I do want to keep hazards on the field if I can help it. So, we're going to set up our spikes. I think they're going for an attack here, interestingly enough. So, we get our second layer of spikes up. Let's see what they want to go here for. They go for Spirit Break. Okay, so that's going to do a decent chunk of damage. Yeah, this is a decent chunk of damage. Now, I don't want to take too much damage from this. So, we saw Spirit Break. What I might do here is I might go for a Volt Switch now. I set up 2 layers of spikes. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll go for a Volt Switch this time. We do go for the Volt Switch, and we're probably going to see another Spirit Break here, which would make a lot of sense. So this time I'm going to go into Dosh Bun, and we are going to be happy about that. We do have the lefties as well, which is very nice. And I'm just going to click Roar. I think I literally just click Roar. Yeah, we're going to see a Spirit Break, that's fine. Okay, so we have lefties as well. We're going to see what my opponent wants to switch in on this. It could be, I probably Overquill is my guess. I think Overquill makes a lot of sense here. I'm just going to click Roar because I'm expecting a swap. And, yeah, it's going to be great. We could also see that they stay in. We see a Parting Shot. So we've seen Spirit Break, Parting Shot, Light Screen. They probably have Reflect. Maybe they don't have Reflect, actually. That would make sense if they... yeah, I guess that would make sense if they don't have Reflect. Regardless, this is going to be really nice for us. We're going to see what wants to switch in here. Probably the Overquill, if I had to guess. I think Overquill makes the most sense here. Yeah, no, nothing else wants to really switch in. Maybe Miss Magius to prevent Hazard Chip, but I don't think that's the case. We're going to see Anton. That's going to be Overquill. So Overquill is going to take some spikes damage, which is great. Love to see that. And we are going to click Roar. Roar going to be super annoying with this Dosh Bun, baby. The nice thing about this as well, not a lot of Pokemon can 1v1 Dosh Bun fairly easily, or at least take it out fairly easily, you know what I mean? We're seeing Miss Magius hit the field. This is unfortunately one of the Pokemon that I don't want to see here. So I'm at -1, Reflect is not up, but Miss Magius is annoying. So, how do I want to handle Miss Magius? I could go into Deoxys, but a Shadow Ball is pretty free here. Let's see here. Unfortunately, most of my Pokemon are special attackers. So maybe, do I just go for a Roar here? I could just go for a Roar. Do I want to just go for a Roar? I'll go for a Roar. Why not? We're gonna see a Shadow Ball. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so Shadow Ball is gonna do a decent chunk of damage. I don't like taking that. I don't like that's the death drop. Unfortunate. That is very unfortunate for me. We are going to go ahead, switch Miss Magius out. Yeah, Miss Magius is going to be a bit annoying to deal with, for sure. We're going to see Grimmsnarl will come back in. That's fine. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Deoxys, because if you have Reflect, you don't have a dark move, basically, which is always nice to know. So we're going to switch out our Dosh Bun here. We're going to switch out our Baked Bean, and we're going to go into Alan. And do I just go for a Trick Room Tech? I might just go for Trick Room Tech, actually. And the other nice thing as well, Grimmsnarl most likely doesn't have T-Wave, so that's really good to know as well. Let's see what they want to do here. If they go for a Dark move really well on them, we're going to see a Spirit Break. That's fine by me. So we are going to go for a Trick Room. Special Attack Felt, that's fine. I don't care. And we are going to click Trick Room. Yes, we click Trick Room here. So we do see a Reflect. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with this. We are going to set up a Trick Room. Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful. Okay. Now, I'm going to click Teleport, because that's just a very free button click. And then we're going to switch in my Torkoal, and we're just going to start spamming Eruptions. We're going to see a Spirit Break. That is fine by me. Alright, we click Teleport. Bada bing, bada boom. Nice thing as well, this is perfect fodder for Grimmsnarl, which is kind of the goal. So we teleport out of there. We're going to immediately go into Torkoal, and we're just going to click Eruption. We're going to click Eruption and just absolutely decimate something, and I'm going to enjoy it! I'm going to love it! It's going to be awesome! Let's go! Trick Room Torkoal! Alrighty-o. So, Light Screen wore off at a perfect time, too. Something is getting absolutely wrecked by this attack, and I'm going to absolutely love it. So, I don't even care. I'm just going to click Eruption. I don't care. We were going to see a Parting Shot. That's fine. Lowers our special attack, but the Eruption coming from a Torkoal at +1 is still going to do a lot of damage. Probably Suicune's going to come in here. That would make sense. I kind of, low-key, I wish I packed something else now, but it is what it is. This will still do a decent chunk of damage to Suicune. Let's see here. Miyabi, that's going to be the Suicune. Yep, that's Suicune. Alright, let's see how much damage this does. We're going to see damage hurt by the spikes as well, which is great. We're going to see pressure, that's fine. Alright, we fire off an Eruption here. Bada bing, bada boom. BLUESKYs. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're going to see lefties. So this could be like sub-Calm Mind. That would make a lot of sense here. I'm just going to go ahead and swap once again, and I think I'm going to go in... I could go into Wake Up, actually. Do I go into Wake Up here? Let's see. Walking Wake versus this. Draco Meteor does 45 to 53%. I don't quite do that yet. I'm going to go back into Deoxys. I'm going to go back into Deoxys here, because I can and I want to. I should be able to recover on this, which is great. I think we still have a turn of Trick Room left, if I had to guess. So I am okay with that. We're going to see a sub. So this is a substitute set. Thankfully, I do have Nightshade, so this is fine. And the nice thing as well, we're going to be able to take water attacks really nicely. So this is still okay. Yeah, I'm just going to click Nightshade here. The easiest Nightshade of my career. I could click Recover here, but there's no reason for me to. It's probably going to be Calm Mind if I had to guess. So, but this Nightshade will basically mean that they can't stay in with this Pokemon and beat us 1v1, which is obviously very nice. So, we're going to see a Shadow Ball. Ooh, just a raw Shadow Ball. Okay, very interesting. How much is this going to do to me? It does a decent chunk of damage. Alright. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click Recover. That's... Oh, it didn't break sub. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're like max HP investment then. Ooh, okay. So Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Okay, so you must be Shadow Ball. Okay, that's actually really... That's good information to have, actually. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to Recover. I'm going to Recover on a possible Calm Mind. Yep, okay. So that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, we're going to have to be very careful then. Okay. Humdy-dumdy-dumdy-dum. Very well. I was expecting that to break. So you must be... Okay, you're like max HP then. Okay, that's a problem. That is a problem. You are max HP. You are absolutely max HP. Okay. So how do I want to handle this? We're going to see a Shadow Ball here for free, unfortunately, but there's not much I can do about it. I will go ahead and click... what do I click here? I mean, I have to switch in Magnesium here, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Nightshade, I think, is my play. We're going to see a Shadow Ball. That's fine. We are Covert Cloak, so we always live this, which is nice. Yep. And we always live this, I mean, we always, like, tank a hit from this, which is great. We're going to go for Nightshade. We're going to break the sub. So we're at +1 right now. I think what I might do, I'm going to go ahead, I will switch into my Sandy Shocks, and I will go for a Discharge, I think. I think they're going to try to go for a sub, so I'm going to hard swap, I think, right? Yes, I'm going to go for a hard swap here. Oh, yeah, I'm not Covert Cloak, I'm Mental Herb. Okay, well, I just got lucky. I'm Covert Cloak on Sandy Shocks. Okay, this is fine. This is fine, we're going to make it work. Twisted Dimensions have returned to normal as well, so we activate the Photosynthesis. Special attack was heightened, which is great. Alright, we're gonna see a Shadow Ball, that's fine. A little bit scary, but we'll make it work. We still have Sun up, which is great. Holy crap, that's amazing. So, the opposing team's Reflect wore off, that's great. Okay, so we still have Sun up for one more turn. Sandy Shocks in the Sun versus a Suicune. Discharge does a crap ton of damage to you. I am clicking that button because you do not have your ground type Guard Chomp here. I'm clicking Discharge 100% of the time when I'm scaring this out. Yeah, this is great. This is, great. Suicune's not a threat now, basically. Well, I mean, it's at +1, so it'll still take this, but not well at all. We are gonna see the swap, so we do scare it out. Basically, Suicune can never win at this point. We're gonna see Pultra, which is going to be Raikou, probably? It is Raikou. Okay, so Raikou's gonna switch in here. And take some damage from Spikes, which is great. Okay, now, how do I want to handle Raikou here? Because now I really wish I went for Earth Power or Volt Switch. So Harsh Sunlight faded, Photosynthesis is going to wear out. Now, I'm probably going to, I'm expecting a Scald here. I'm going to switch into Wake Up. That's just a free switch for me to make. Wake up! Wake up! Alright. And we could see a Scald here. Honestly, if we get a Scald burn, I am okay with that, just because of the fact that, we can take that pretty well. So, or like, we would rather get burned than parried. So we're going to see a Scald, that's fine. Alright, what do they go for here? Alright. So, now the nice thing here is, what is the nice thing here? I could go for a Flip Turn. Hydro Steam is pretty free. Suicune can come in, obviously. So maybe I go for a Flip Turn. I'm going to go for a Flip Turn here. I think that makes the most sense. So we reveal our Scarf, unfortunately, but that still does a decent chunk of damage. Now, I might go back into Sandy Shocks. I think I could definitely do that. Yeah, I think... No, I don't want to go into Sandy Shocks yet, but there's not really anything else I want to go into here. So I'll go back into Sandy Shocks predicting this play. Magnesium, let's go. Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful. We're going to see Volt Switch. They failed the Volt Switch, which is great. Alright, now I'm going to double back into Suicune. If they go for T-Bolt here, that's fine. I don't care. They know I'm Scarf now at this point. On the Walking Wake. They revealed that at this point. They could go for a Volt Switch if they really wanted to, but they also risk losing Raikou here to Sandy Shocks. So this is a very risky play for them to make. This is a very risky play for them to make here. So I'm very curious to see what they want to do. We're never going to see the swap. That makes sense. So what are we going to see come in here is the question. Monado, that's going to be the Chesnaught. Okay, Chesnaught here makes a lot of sense. I approve of this play. We could see a Spiky Shield. We could see just Terra Water immediately. I would love to get my Walking Wake in a better position. Let's see, Chesnaught. Draco Meteor does 68 to 80% to this thing. You are also lefties, so that's good to know. I think I'm just going to Flip Turn here. If you Spiky Shield, that's fine. I don't care too much about that. And then here, I don't want to go into my... What do I want to go into, actually, here? We are going to obviously see the Terra Water. That makes sense. What do I want to go into here? That's a good question. What do I want to go into here? Honestly, I don't need Talonflame. I don't need Talonflame here in this game. Right? I guess Talonflame is really good at revenging. I do like Talonflame for revenge. So, I think... Low-key, what I might do is I might, as much as I don't want to, I might go into Torkoal here. We could definitely see, I don't think we see a Terra Blast here. We could go into Baked Bean, actually. Baked Bean's a pretty safe switch. I'll go into Baked Bean, actually. I'll go into Baked Bean. Baked Bean! Let's see what they want to do. They go for Bulk Up. Okay, so Bulk Up is going to be the play. I'm okay with this. Now I'm just going to click Roar, basically. They can't set up with this Mon, which is great. Dashbun is basically anti-setup, which is pretty awesome if you ask me. So they're probably going to go for the attack. Oh wait, no, Chesnaught gets bulletproof, not soundproof, right? Let me make sure I'm not stupid. Does Chesnaught get, yeah, no, it does not. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Roar. That's what I'm going to do. We are just going to see an EQ. That shouldn't do a lot of damage. It does do a lot of damage, but it's fine. We roar this thing out, and that's great. So, we get this thing off the field. Good, good, good. Let's see what hits the field here. Hopefully, not Miss Magius. That was the worst case scenario. That was the worst case scenario. That's not what I wanted to see. So I guess what I can do here, I can try and Wish Pass into something, or I can try to get damage. That's kind of what I should do here. Miss Magius. You're not Scarf, I don't think. We're gonna go with Nasty Plot. Play Rough does 46 to 55% to you, and I just really want to get damage off, so I'm gonna go for Play Rough here. We are just gonna see Shadow Ball. This will probably kill. It does kill. Okay, so yeah, that always killed actually, looking at the calcs, so yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. What I could do here is I could go into Talonflame and get off a Terra Ground. Fire Blast does half to this Mon, which is pretty epic. Let's see. I could also just go into my Walking Wake and just nuke this with the Draco. I don't really want to do that either, though. I think I'm going to go into Captain. I'll go into Captain. I could Terra Ground here. I think that's a pretty safe play to make. Let's see. Do I want to Terra Ground? I don't know if I want to Terra Ground yet. I won't lie. I'll Fire Blast for now. I won't Terra Ground. We are going to fire for Fire Blast, and we land it, thankfully. That does half. Let's go. Rain Dance. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like that. That's cool. That's cool. Rain Dance tech is really neat here. In that case, I will Terra Ground now, and I'm going to click Air Slash. I'm going to click Air Slash. I'm burning my Terra Ground now, just because of the fact in case they go for Thunder or Thunderbolt. I think both make a lot of sense here. Nice thing is Walking Wake isn't weakened by rain. Walking Wake is having a fine dandy time in Hydro with Hydro Steam, so this is fine. I'm okay with this. We go for an Air Slash here. Hopefully we get the flinch. Let's go. We're just that good at the game. I'm so sorry. That does really suck. I won't lie. But this Magius goes down, which is great for us. Very big fan of that. So, Grimmsnarl could come in here and Parting Shots, but it's going to take more damage from hazards. Suicune could also come in here. Suicune coming in here would be a bit of an issue. Let's see. How do I want to handle that? Anton, that's going to be Overquill. Overquill come. Oh, I know what you're doing. You're clicking Liquidation here. That's what you're doing. You're clicking Liquidation. Ooh, okay. So, this is your chance to burn Liquidation. So, if I am a Walking Wake versus an Overquill Rain Sweeper, and you're in rain, you do outspeed me, unfortunately. So I think I will go into Torkoal and just get rid of this. I'll get rid of the rain. You no longer have rain. You are banned from using rain. No rain for you. Thankfully, under Sun, this Liquidation is not going to do that much damage, which is good. Very good indeed. In fact, actually, Overheat's a very free click as well. I could click Earth Power. I could click Solar Beam, predicting the swap. Earth Power does a lot of damage. Overheat would kill, straight up. I might go for an Earth Power into Solar Beam. I do kind of like that. Let's see here. We've got, what do we have? Suicune? You know what? No, I'm going to go for Solar Beam on the Suicune. I'm going to go for Solar Beam on the Suicune. Oh, we just see Toxic Spikes. Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal. But that's fine. We'll reveal that we have Solar Beam at the very least. And then I can just go for an Earth Power versus this, or I can just go for Earth Power and take this one out. This still does a lot of damage. Wow. Holy crap. That's crazy. I will go for Earth Power this time. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to overthink it. And then, unfortunately, I will have to get rid of the spikes on my opponent's end if I want to keep Toxic Spikes off, but it is what it is. We're going to see a second layer of Toxic Spikes. Overcoil is going to go down here to this, most likely, hopefully anyways, to this Earth Power. Yep, Overcoil is going to die here. Boom, perfect. Okay, so, Overcoil goes down. Beautiful. So we have Otero Water Chestnut, we have Grimmsnarl, we have Raikou, we have Suicune. Torkoal looks really good here. I do wish we had Rapid Spin, but it is what it is. Monado is going to be Chestnut, actually. So Chestnut's going to come in here. You're going to click EQ. Not. But your Terra Water, Solar Beam does 71 to 84% to a max HP, max defense build. And I kind of want to risk that. So I will go for a Solar Beam here. I will go for a Solar Beam. We're going to see an EQ. It's not going to kill. Yeah, it doesn't kill. We're going to go for the Solar Beam here. And we are going to absolutely wreck this Chestnut. Let's see it. Boom! Ah, so close. So close to a kill. Unfortunate. Now I really wish I didn't Terra. but it is what it is. Okay. I will go into Deoxys now. Deoxys is kind of not great here anymore, unfortunately, because there's no reason for me to be running Trick Room anymore. So I will sack off Deoxys here. Deoxys going down here is okay. I can just go into Talonflame, click Terra Ground, Terra Blast, and call it a day, which is kind of what I'm hoping to do here. We're gonna see Drain Punch. It's not gonna do that much damage. We'll get a little bit of HP recovery, but ultimately not that much. And actually, do I underspeed this by any chance? I might. Oh, I'm still faster. If this doesn't have any speed investment, I'm still faster, which is crazy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go click Nightshade. I don't need this Pokemon alive. No, wait, hold on. Okay, here's the thing, right? I don't want Suicune to get a free sub. That's what I'm scared of here. Suicune comes back in here and gets a sub off, and then I'm screwed. Will Toxic knock me out? I'm going to recover. We're gonna see a swap. Oh god, are they going to Suicune now? Is this Suicune? This is Raikou. Okay, Raikou comes in. I'm okay with this. This is actually an okay situation. So now what I'm going to do is I actually slow pivot out with Teleport, go into my Talonflame, click Terra Blast is my next play of events, I think, right? Yes. You're not in range of a Nightshade. I click Teleport for slow momentum. That's what I do here. We're gonna see Weather Ball. Ooh, I like the Weather Ball attack. Really fun. Really fun. We can use Deoxys as a sack later on, which is great. That is great. So we're gonna teleport out of here. Bada bing, bada boom. And now I'm gonna go into Talonflame, and I'm just going to click Terra. I guess, actually, do I want to click No, I don't want to click Defog here, because I want to keep Spikes on the field as long as possible. Chestnut is in range of that, and looks really good, so I'm gonna Terra Blast here. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright. The only thing is, how am I gonna beat Suicune? That's the question. Wow, so Raikou actually doesn't die to this. I am okay with this. This is fine. Harsh Sunlight faded, that's fine. Okay. So, I low-key want Talonflame to die. I need to get Suicune in. Okay, how do I win this? I win this by getting Suicune in with the hazard still on the field. So that way, Walking Wake, Under Sun, can kill with a Draco Meteor. I think that's how I win this game. Screens, Grimmsnarl is going to be a massive issue. I need to keep Defog on the field. So I will go ahead, sack off my Deoxys, I think. I need to make sure that Grimmsnarl can't get in for free. This might be me overthinking it a lot. I'm not sure. Unfortunately. Okay, we're gonna go down to Poison. That's fine. We don't even go down to Poison. That's crazy. Okay. I'm gonna go for Nightshade. You see a Volt Switch. Okay, that's actually fine. I'm okay with that. That's okay. Raikou can't come in. Raikou dies to Spikes. Chestnut is either... Chestnut won't die to Spikes, but it's still gonna take damage, and anything will kill it at this point. Hugo. That is... What is that? That's Grimmsnarl. Okay, Grimmsnarl comes in. So they're gonna try to set up screens. I'm going to go into Undertale. Yes, I go into Undertale and I click Overheat. That's what I do here. I go into Undertale and I click Overheat. I think. Yes. Because Grimmsnarl, dual screens, Overheat's still doing a lot of damage, and I think I'll die to 2 turns of poison. So I'm going to Overheat. I think that's my play. Yeah, we're going to see a light screen, obviously. This literally comes down to preventing the whatchamacallit from sweeping. Okay. I don't die to another one. Okay. I needed to die to another one, though. Magnesium Under Sun helps a ton. I think what I'm going to do, I think now I have to go into Talonflame, because we're probably going to see a parting... Do we see a parting shot here? We're going to see a Spirit Break, thank God. Okay. That's fine, I think. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. I think we can still win this. Because I go into this, I spam Discharge. I get this attack boost, so Suicune can't come in here. Raikou dies to hazards. Same with Chestnut. This literally comes down to preventing Suicune from setting up. That sucks. Does that kill? Poison will kill. Okay. Okay, I go into... Man, Yeah, I think I lose, unfortunately. Now that I think about it, I think I'm going to lose here. That, one turn really mattered. Yeah, that one turn really mattered, unfortunately. I'm going to flip turn here. They should let Grimmsnarl go down. They could parting shot, but... I'm still getting momentum because I clicked flip turn here. Raikou dies. Oh, no. Are you going into... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. This is insane if you go into Raikou here. Don't go into Raikou. That's Raikou. That's massive. Well played. Well played. Smart. Holy crap, that was so smart. I salute you. That was really well played. Really well played there. I think I lose then. GG's to Raxos. That was really well played. That was really well played. Really smart. Miyabi, I think that's Suicune, right? Yes, that's Suicune. Okay. So now you have to click sub. Yeah, I lose. Straight up, I think I just lose. GG's. Really well played. This was a pretty gimmicky team. And I knew it was gonna be hard to pull off, but really well played by my opponent. This was a really great team. Suicune was by far and away the toughest Pokemon to prep. I should lose here, right? I should always lose. Because you should go for sub. Okay. You go for Calm Mind. Okay. I see my out. I see my out, but I don't think they're gonna go for... I think Raxos can win this comfortably. I need Raxos to throw in order to win, basically, is what this is coming down to. Solar Beam. I always Solar Beam here every single time. Shadow Ball. Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, because I still have Sun turns. You're at +1. A lot of this depends on your spread. A lot of this depends on your spread. I am in Sun. Okay. I think, 100% I think I lose. I just think I lose here, unfortunately. But, in case something goes absolutely insane, we Draco Meteor. If we get a crit, no. Man. Okay, it is what it is. GG's. Really well played. Yeah, I think we just, yeah, we should lose here every single time. Really well played by my opponent. I don't even know if a crit would have, well, actually, no, a crit would have probably KO'd. Yeah, a crit absolutely would have KO'd from this range unless you were like Max Pedef, which I think you were Max Pedef. But yeah, GG's really well. Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh my god. Wait, no, no way. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Raxos, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Please tell me you have Protect or something. Please. I'm so sorry if that cost you the game. I am so sorry. Oh my god. I'm so sorry if that cost you the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna feel so bad if that cost you the game. I think that cost Raxos the game. Okay, if I live poison, that cost Raxos the game. Oh my god. Raxos, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, dude. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. What just happened? What just happened, dude? I'm gonna lie down. I'm gonna lie down for a second, guys. I'm gonna lie down. I'm in pain. I don't know how to feel about this win. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm so sorry. No, I'm so sorry. That's horrible. Oh my god. I should not have won that. Literally, I should not have won that. I should not have won that game. That should have been a game loss. That 100% should have been a game loss. If Raxos had swapped Suicune out at any point, I would have lost that game because I would have stalled out Sun. I guess it would have taken... I don't know, dude. I guess it would have taken more Hazard Chip. Yeah, I guess they would have taken more Hazard Chip. But man, I'm so sorry. That's horrible. I didn't want to win like that. I know I said it was a possibility and that I probably won if I got a crit, but oh my god. I should not have won this game. I'm so sorry. Well, we're still somehow, we're still undefeated. But I'm pretty sure I burned out all of my luck. And I got a playoffs game tomorrow. That was supposed to be this morning. I would have appreciated that luck this morning for that game. Oh no, am I going to lose the playoffs game now because of karma? No, please, I beg. Oh my god. GG's, Raxos. Wow. I'm so sorry. We're going undefeated, 4-0, with the Mono Sun team. Mind blown, for the record. Holy crap. GG's, what a game. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta get ready to go see the FNAF 2 movie for some friends of mine and my girlfriend, but GG's, really well played. I'm in shock. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you didn't enjoy this video, I don't know what you will enjoy. This is peak content right here. GG's. Oh my god, I'm so sorry about the crit. Thank you all so much, though, for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed. Shouts to Walking Wake for just going crazy and knocking out Suicune. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!